So the Australian Open may be over, but tennis never sleeps, and especially if you are a Filipino tennis fan, because Alexandra Eala hasn't only been over in Manila playing tennis, making the quarterfinals, now she's over in Abu Dhabi, and she's had a winning start to the tournament as she defeats Zeynep Sönmez. That's right, and if you haven't done so yet, give us a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get stuck into this, and Alexandra Eala doing it again as she takes out Zeynep Sönmez, who's been in some fantastic form, it has to be said, but she came up against not only Alexandra Eala, but also a big crowd, and that's what seems to follow her around. She was shocked to see people queuing for her match at the Australian Open, and it just continues in Abu Dhabi as well. You can see here, look at that, the clenched fist of Eala. But this was the scenes in the stands, as you can see, all of the fans that are there just to see Alexandra Eala play. And bear in mind, it's a first round match. You don't really get them packed to the rafters like this normally in WTA events in the first round, but she is well and truly bringing the crowds, putting bums on seats, that's for sure, and having fantastic tennis to boot. Like Jose Morgado says here, the reception for Eala in Abu Dhabi, thousands of fans filming and screaming, crazy, absolutely love it. But the match itself, it was quite a close affair. It was nip and tuck in that first set. A lot of breaks of serve. I think 5 breaks of serve total in that first set. But obviously, Eala got 3 to Sönmez's 2. And she was able to actually win the set on a break as well. Some fantastic shot making, as we'd expect. Sönmez was going to the drop shot very, very frequently. And the crowd was screaming, just watching Eala sprinting to the net. Only sometimes to have the ball pushed past her as she made the next shot. But she did stay strong. She won the first set on a break. And then in the second set, it was nearly a mirror image of the first set. You can see here in the first set, she led 3-1. In the second set, exactly the same, led 3-1, and then ended up going break for break for break for break. And then she eventually finished it off in that second set at 5-3, managed to serve it out. Got a straight sets win, which is really impressive over somebody who's in fantastic form. And then to finish the match, a lovely embrace between the two close friends. A nice hug at the net instead of frosty handshakes and all of this bad feeling that you sometimes get between tennis players. These two good friends. And like they say here, it goes beyond tennis. And you can see they both were all smiles at the end. You don't really get that too often, obviously. Alexandra Eala happy with the win. And Sönmez, despite losing, probably was happy to play in such a big atmosphere, but happy for her friend to go through as well. Probably is thinking, this is crazy. The hysteria that is Eala mania wherever you go. I think every one of her opponents that faces her is going to have to put up with screaming fans, sometimes during the points as well. They can barely contain themselves, and I don't blame them. And they're going to get to do it all again because they're going to go into round 2 with Eala, and she's up against, well, Alexandra Sasnovich. Well, she knocked out Paula Badosa, and she goes through into round 2. She's actually a lucky loser, and she defeated Paula Badosa 6-4, 3-6, 6-1. And Sasnovich used to be fairly good, fairly high up the rankings, and these days sort of dropped off a little bit, but is gradually regaining her feet on the tour. She was top 30, I think about 3 or 4 years ago, and she has made the 4th round of the French Open, Wimbledon, and the 3rd round of the Australian Open and the US Open as well. So it goes to show she did have a bit of a purple patch and was pretty good in the slams. Will she come back to that form again? Beating Badosa is a pretty good idea of where your level's at. Someone who's pretty hard hitting on the court. and she did well. Got through that one, and you can see Alex Eala, she's down the bottom of the draw. She's close to the number 2 seed, Alexandra, who has Yastremska in the round 2. The winner of Sasnovich versus Eala, they will play either Yastremska or Alexandra. I don't think it's too bad a draw by looking at it. And obviously, in this part of the draw as well, we have Samsonova and her doubles partner, Jen, which is crazy. Obviously, these two seem to be finding form at the same time. And can they both do well in the singles and the doubles in this event? I'm excited to find out how they get on. They play in the doubles tomorrow, and I believe that the singles will be the day after. So if you're watching this now, it probably means the doubles is today and the singles will be tomorrow. So I don't think the times are released for the singles yet, so I cannot give you that just at the moment, but I will put a comment and put it in the description when I find out. Predictions for this one: Sasnovich versus Eala. Well, judging how their first matches went, I would say Sommes has been in better form than what Badossa's been in, but Badossa's probably the bigger player, the bigger name. But the way Eala dispatched of Sommes, I think this is going to be quite an even match. Sasnovich, like, she's got something to prove at the moment, but I think this could be less straightforward for Eala. I think that this could be like a 3-setter. I think it will be some maybe lopsided sets, maybe a 6-2, 2-6, and then maybe another 6-2, something like that. But I am going to go for Eala to win in 3 sets. But that's my prediction. Tell me yours in that comment section below. And if you haven't done so yet, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.